Hey guys, welcome back. Big John here in Anchorage, Alaska. And I wanted to talk a little bit about seasonal weight loss stalls seem to be a problem, especially for me every year. Last year was a tremendous feat for me to try to get through the holiday seasons and get into the following months that come after January and February in order to actually lose some weight again. So I wanted to discuss that a little bit more in detail. But if you're new here, guys, I'm simply Big John. I'm just the average Alaskan truck driver that figured out how to lose weight with little to no exercise. So far, I started at 435 pounds, and I'm down almost 170 pounds at this point. So if you want to learn more, please follow along. And I also wanted to share an amazing off-scale victory later on in this video. Now, this is a time of year that we all tend to go out and do some holiday shopping, holiday treats, and stuff like that. And I'm no different than anybody else. I simply just go out and we went and visited family, had Thanksgiving dinner, made it through the holidays pretty well, only had some turkeys and deviled eggs and one saltine cracker with some salmon spread on it. And then I went out Black Friday shopping, and somewhere in that mix, I wound up getting a seasonal type bug. I think it's a cold, maybe the flu. I don't know. I can't hardly tell anymore now that I'm doing the carnivore diet, because when I get sick, it's not the same as when I used to get sick before. I can actually somewhat function, except for Friday afternoon. I managed to go to bed around 3:30 in the afternoon, mainly because we all got up extra early. But I slept until about 7 o'clock Saturday morning. That's a long time for me to sleep. And immediately I knew I wasn't feeling good. I had a little bit of runny nose. I got a little bit of head congestion going on as well. Some of the other problems I've been having are just pretty minimal type things. That's Molly, if you guys don't know who Molly is. But yes, I've literally been sitting here for the last hour, maybe 2 hours or longer, just trying to figure out what I wanted to talk about in today's video. And weight loss stalls just happen to be on my radar and something I've been talking with some other channels about, because it tends to come this time of year. For some reason, we're like a bear, and we tend to pack on the pounds this time of year. We don't want to get rid of the pounds because the weather tends to get a whole lot colder and we wind up staying inside a whole lot more, so we're a lot less active. Now, a couple pounds of weight gain throughout a weight loss stall, that really isn't too bad. It doesn't mean you're going the other way, so I don't worry too much about it. And this week, when I weighed in this morning, I did gain a couple pounds from previous weeks. So yeah, right now I'm looking at about 266.5 pounds. That's still in range of getting a whole lot closer to my final goal weight of 235 pounds. Now, the only unfortunate part about that is it does put me back under 170 pounds of weight loss, which is where I was for quite a while. And I was pretty proud of that number. I'm not going to get beat up over this. I'm still 168.5 pounds down at this point, and I'm 31.5 pounds away from reaching my goal weight again. That's pretty big news, and I don't want anybody to panic throughout this holiday season if their weight's going to go up and down. This time of year, people go out and they spend all kinds of money on health and fitness equipment. They spend money on powders and nutrients. Gym memberships is one of the biggest scams, I think. And the only reason I think it's a scam is because they lock you into these crazy contracts that you can't get out of, especially if you can't make it or you wind up losing your job. Now, in order to lose weight on a budget, these things have to fit inside your budget. So if we can't do these things financially, or if it puts us at any type of financial risk, it's just going to put extra stress on us, and we're going to wind up gaining more weight as a result of the stress. So some of the things I have learned in the last year is that certain foods, particular foods, actually kind of stall my weight loss. They don't necessarily make me gain weight, but they do stall my weight loss. Now, some of those foods right off the top of my head can be dairy products. Cheese is one of them, sour cream, any types of milk. I don't do milk anymore, but those are products that typically stall my weight. Now, some of the other foods that have stalled my weight in the past are bacon, ham, turkey, and chicken. Now, those foods are great. They're also on the carnivore spectrum. But the thing we have to remember is if we're looking to lose weight, we need to pick our foods wisely, figure out which foods are stalling our weight loss, and try to prevent those foods from getting in our body, unless, of course, we're already knowing, like right now, this time of year, I'm going to be going through a weight loss stall, so I might as well enjoy those other foods. So lately, some of the things I've randomly been snacking on are pork rinds with sour cream, a little bit of Redmond's real salt seasoning, and it just tastes delicious. It's fun, it's crunchy, and it gets that sensation out of your system where you just want to have potato chips or possibly cereal. Now, something else that's affected my weight in the past has been bacon. Now, I just recently got done making a video about cooking a whole lot of bacon in different ways in my handy dandy little air fryer behind me. And yeah, I'm not expecting any weight loss as a result of eating all that extra bacon. So this morning I actually ate breakfast for the first time in this weight loss journey, which I typically don't do. I'm normally eating an OMAD type lifestyle. So I go to work, I get home at the end of the day, I'll eat my steak, I'll eat a couple reindeer sausage, maybe 6 eggs, and that's my entire meal for the day. Except for on the weekends, I might get a little bit more relaxed on the weekends, and that kind of falls in line with the 90-10 eating principle I've talked about previously in my weight loss journey. Now, so far, everybody I've talked to that's tried that 90-10 eating principle, which is 90% meats and fats and 10% I love my life, have done extremely well. They've lost a dramatic amount of weight. They didn't feel super restricted, especially when trying to transition into the carnivore diet. Some people just like 90-10 eating principle and stay there. Now, I'm one of those people that I really do like 90-10. It works really well. It worked really well for me, although I'm tending to transition more towards 100% carnivore at this time because I just find so many more benefits eating this way. Now, in order to get somebody started that might not be familiar with the carnivore diet, just try to talk to them about it in a reasonable way. 90-10 sounds reasonable to me. That's how I got started, and that was the only way the carnivore diet made any sense to me at all. But over time, everything started to make sense. My body started feeling better. I started losing inches all over. All of a sudden, I had random weight just dropping off. My head got smaller. My gums stopped bleeding when I flossed. That was a big, huge hurdle for me. Now let's talk about some of the foods I ate for this week. I was getting into some pan-fried, well, I call them pan-fried poached eggs. It's basically you put 5 or 6 eggs into a pan, get them started, let them start cooking, get that base nice and hard, and then I'll add some water on top and put a cover on it and let it sit on there for a while, and you end up with a product something like this here. That actually hit the spot. I also tried some air fried poached eggs in silicone baking cups. That was a kind of a fun project. It didn't turn out exactly like I was hoping for, so I probably won't revisit that idea again. And then today, since I was sick, I wound up eating let's see, a top loin steak covered in Redmond's real garlic salt. And I also put a bunch of cayenne pepper on there to hopefully clear up my nasal passages a little bit with a reindeer sausage. And last week, just before Thanksgiving, I made myself my own Thanksgiving ham here at the house in a crock pot. That way I could have plenty of ham if I wanted it. My family doesn't particularly like ham, so I ate the ham here alone. Me and the dog, yeah, we decided to share some. And before I left for Thanksgiving, I made sure to have 2 ribeye steaks. That made me thoroughly full before I got to Thanksgiving dinner, and I wasn't pretending like I was starving the entire time, just running around looking for something to snack on. Okay, before I forget, I did want to talk about this off-scale victory, which was quite random. I was going through some of my old photographs in my phone, and I was coming across my wedding photos, and I was noticing that, yeah, wow, I've lost a lot of weight since then, of course. So I wanted to just randomly try on my cussbuck, which is what I got married in, and it's traditional native wear up here in Alaska. Me and my wife had a traditional Alaskan native wedding. We both had native Alaskan wedding attire on, and these are handmade products from one of our relatives, or Aka. She makes some amazing stuff for us. She does it by hand. She sits on the floor, and sometimes she's using her teeth to pull threads and do all kinds of tricks that she knows how to do. It's just long time type stuff there. But my wife put together a couple of these photos, and these are actually her cuss bucks. I just put these on just for fun. And I almost got stuck in the red one there, the one with the big ruff that goes around the head. The other one I got on pretty easily. I managed to get it zipped up. That's how much weight I've lost in this time period. The next frame here, this is me before and me now. You know, I was about 400 pounds. I wasn't quite up to my heaviest weight when I took the picture there on the left. And now the picture on the right, yeah, that's me at like what, 266.5. You know, I kind of look a little dorky because I mean, it's a super big cuss buck on me now, but still, that's a pretty big deal for me. I wound up sending these pictures to all kinds of people today. So if you got it and it bugged you, I'm sorry. But yeah, I was pretty excited and wanted to share the experience. Oh, hey, I also found a picture of Gray Bear when she was a kitten. She was a little tiny cat that we found across the street. She was almost dead when we got her. What an amazing cat. Thank you. Thank you for being my best friend. I love you. She's a wonderful cat. But anyways, yeah, we were going through some random photos. I even found out that my wife can fit inside the cuss buck with me now. That's how much weight I lost. I lost an entire person. I can fit a whole person inside my old clothes. That's pretty awesome. And another photo I do have to share with you. This is my latest shirtless photo. Of course, we got to do this. I kind of makes me feel uncomfortable still. Of course, with the saggy skin around the belly, I still got the glorified man boobs going on because I haven't done a whole lot of exercise or weightlifting since I started this. Now, I've gone in and out of trying to exercise a little bit, but it wasn't really sustainable. I never really had the energy to do it or the willpower to get up every single day and do it constantly. So seriously, I just get up, go to work, come home, eat dinner, go to bed. That's kind of my routine, except for on the weekends. It gets a little bit more relaxed. But if you're new here, please subscribe to the channel. Do me a favor and please like the video so we can try to get this information out there. Hopefully help people get their own journey started, because I honestly do care about people. I just want people to get healthy and happy and live a very healthy life. And as always, guys, till next time.